Forecasting out here, the next 3 to 5 years, what do you see happening in the podcasting space and online? And how are you guys making decisions and taking actions today to position yourself to be on top?
So the thing that we're looking at is I think, it kind of started with podcasting, but when I started, it was way more audio than video, right? Like I'd probably say it was like 80-20. And it's swinging the other way now where you're probably seeing a 60-40 to video. So I think really where we're going is podcasting and YouTube and Rumble and Odyssey and all these different platforms are becoming something called new media. So I think that's really the direction it's going. So, are we placing our clients on great podcasts? Sure, but we're also looking at, really good YouTube shows, which may not publish as podcasts, and really great shows on Rumble, which may have gotten kicked off of YouTube or may have gotten kicked off of Apple Podcasts or things like that. So that's what we're looking at is we're looking at, where can our clients continue to have incredible conversations that are going to be impactful, make a difference out there. Like we have some clients that have been canceled because of some of the things they've said the last couple of years. So, we're kind of the only medium left to be able to help them in this world. So I think that's what really excites me, and that's what we're continually keeping our pulse on. I'm also listening to a lot of different things in kind of the podcast and new media world. Like there's a podcast called Pod News that I listen to every day. It's like 3 to 5 minutes, and it tells you all the big things that are happening in podcasting and new media, so you can kind of keep your pulse on it. So for me, I'm seeing podcasting kind of move into what is new media as these things are kind of emerging. And I think in the next couple of years, we're going to see this major shift in media because if you look at, I don't know, this isn't political, but I don't know if you've seen like recently that Fox News had let Tucker Carlson go. And one of the major most people were actually at a point where I think they were getting like 3 million people viewing him. Those numbers dropped to about 1 million now. And a lot of people were getting Fox Nation in order to watch it because they don't have cable. So I think what you're going to start seeing is these channels aren't going to be able to command what they're commanding to be on DirecTV and to be on these different things. And people are going to start going into different mediums. Like Tucker Carlson said, hey, I'm going to start doing my show on Twitter. So I think we're really seeing something big changing and disrupting, and the media doesn't quite know what to do with it yet.
Yeah, and then you see companies like Daily Wire out there that are just massively blown up. I think I heard they're a 9-figure, $100 million a year company. And I don't know if you know PBD down in South Florida with Value Tainment. I mean, he's got big visions, man, and I see them kind of being right up there with the Daily Wire kind of size of things. So
Well,
yeah,
every brand has to become a media company now is really what we're seeing. And I think it's not where we were a few years ago, where people had to borrow other people's media. Now they're becoming the media, and that's the difference.